Okay, good afternoon. Happy Sunday, guys. I'm going to get this video underway, get it under my belt, so I can get out of these church clothes and put the regular stuff back on. I've been home for a while, but watching more from Bible teachings, learning about the book of Thessalonians, learning some history. Did you know that the Apostle Paul, he had gone through Philippi and Thessalonica, he went to Athens, and he also went to Corinth. And by the time he got to the city where the Corinthian church would be established, he was so demoralized, he was so depressed. But God brought him encouragement through two more apostles that joined him. And when he met Aquila and Priscilla, well, he was making tents. He was a tent maker. Now, I've known that for years, but he was greatly discouraged in trying to establish churches. He couldn't even get a church going in Athens. That was the capital of Greece. Of course, it's the capital now, but back then it was a city filled with philosophers, and Paul preached, and a couple of people got saved, but most of those philosophers laughed at him when he started talking about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So they pretty much laughed him to scorn, and he left. But some were converted, but not enough to get a church started. Church history is very interesting. It lets us know why things happened the way they did back in that time. It's very important, I think. And the way the gospel, did you know the gospel is not just preaching? It's preaching, it's demonstrating it by your actions, and then it's showing the supernatural signs and wonders of God. That is the gospel. Not just one of those elements, all three together. A lot of people don't know this stuff. All right, you never know what you're going to get one of my devotional videos, right? Beside the Still Waters devotional from 2022, this is January the 11th here this afternoon. It's called Pressing Onward and Upward. We're going to read a bunch in the Psalms, so go to Psalm 121 as I'm speaking here. Give you a moment to do that. Our author today is once again Denver Yoder of Somerset, Ohio. We've read from him before, so I guess in the same book they sometimes take the same author and let him write a couple devotionals. Maybe I can turn something in for them and get them to publish one of mine. I haven't made small ones. Mine are all longer and really Bible-driven, I'm still working on my 40-day devotional. It's going to take time. I need to get back into it. Now that I'm starting to feel better from this COVID, I'm going to have the energy to be able to do that again, and I need to do that. But Psalm 124, we're going to read in there. The second and third verses in Psalm 124 tell us, "If it had not been the Lord who was on our side when they had swallowed us up quick," then they would have swallowed us up quick. All right, they're going to start at Psalm 121 and read all that, then jump over to Psalm 123. A song of ascents. "I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth." Casting Crowns puts that in one of their songs. "He will not let your foot slip. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who guards Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your guardian. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun shall not harm you during the day, nor the moon during the night. The Lord shall protect you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. The Lord shall preserve your going out and your coming in from now and forevermore." Now over to Psalm 123. A song of ascents. "To you I lift up my eyes, O you who dwell in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, and as the eyes of a maiden to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look upon the Lord our God until he has mercy on us," or upon us. "Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy upon us, for we have been completely filled with contempt. Our soul is exceedingly filled with the ridicule of those who are at ease, and with the contempt of the proud ones." Now Psalm 124, a song of ascents of David. "If it had not been the Lord who was on our side," now may Israel say, "if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, when they would have swallowed us up, when their wrath was kindled against us, then the flood would have overwhelmed us, the torrent would have passed over our lives. Then the surging waters would have gone over us. Blessed be the Lord who has not given us for a prey to their teeth. We have escaped as a bird out of the snare of the hunters. The snare is broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth." Now here's the last Psalm 125. "Those who trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abides forever. As the mountains are around Jerusalem, so the Lord surround his people from now and forever. For the scepter of the wicked shall not rest upon the land allotted to the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands to do iniquity. Do good, O Lord, for those who are good, and to those who are upright in their hearts. As for those who turn aside to their twisted ways, the Lord shall lead them away with the other workers of iniquity. Peace be upon Israel. All right. Now, again, this is called Pressing Onward and Upward. Don't mind the TV flashing. It's just the different security cameras doing their thing. So that's what the flashing is behind you. Sometimes, amid the grueling circumstances of life, we get our eyes off of God and focus on our surroundings. At one point, David was running for his life, with Saul pursuing him like a dog chasing a rabbit. Yet David felt confident that God was on his side. David's faith in God is still an inspiration to Christians many years later. In trying circumstances, we can lift up our eyes and see God. It's asking a question, actually. Let me read that again. In trying circumstances, can we lift up our eyes and see God? While Joseph was only a youth, his jealous brothers sold him into Egypt, away from everything familiar. Joseph never lost his faith, but rather chose to press on with unwavering confidence in God. In doing so, he left a record of sterling character that encourages Christians to this day. Could we maintain a similar commitment to God? Joseph later told his brothers, "Ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." Genesis 50, verse 20. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat. Daniel 1:8. Are we as committed in our journey heavenward? Do we experience the urgency of pressing toward our goal? When we are called to make a choice, we should always respond with faith and self-denial as the patriarchs of faith did in Hebrews 11. Our eternal destiny depends on our heeding the upward call. Can we be as committed as the faithful Old Testament characters? Some of them suffered trial of cruel mockings, bonds and imprisonment, and they were even stoned or sawn asunder. Hebrews 11:36 and 37. May we fully rest on God's promises and provisions as we look for a city whose builder and maker is God. You know who was waiting for that? Abraham. In Philippians 3:14 it says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. Very familiar passage of the Bible. So let's keep going. Onward and upward. Onward and upward. Stay strong. Stay prayed up. Stay armored up. God bless you. Have an amazing week. I'll see you in the next Beside the Still Waters devotional from the year of 2022.